edition of Yamato Cannon coming out of this. Will be happening up there as we get onto the Rift for our first game. Sandbox struggling to stand any further forward just in case Guga gets another one of these hooks. And they die before On Fleek can even affect the situation. As in he goes, this is going to be his moment as another root is going to land by the man himself. And First Blood will go over to On Fleek. Sandbox, the Yamato Cannon, has given them First Blood.
I mean, maybe we can send you down to...
I hear he has some experience. Yeah, I can go down. Do you want me to coach? All right, Guga looking for a hook, is going to find it there and gets it onto the ideal target. What is given can easily be taken away, as it turns out, as Gorilla gets the gray health, and Beyond is going to take a turret shot, but is otherwise absolutely fine. So we equalize things on the bottom. The good news.
Just going to scoop it all up. Team Dynamics get the Dragon, but it is just the one first Ocean Drake here for their team as, oh boy.
Oh dear.
Well,
all right. That was blind, I think. Was that vision? I didn't see it. Well, Drake's going to go down. The Olaf also going to go down as On Fleek. Looking for Docdam, and he does not have his flash. He is trapped in here. Fate did not need to ult at all, but he did.
We have another fight brewing here.
Yeah, exactly. On Fleek looking for the Viking, who will flash behind him, but it looks like Kuzan's going to be the next target. Not actually, as a fight is brewing topside as well. Vanguard's Edge is going to go completely wide, and Summit is sent straight back into the Death Chamber. And there it is. Kuzan finds the Emperor's Divide, and this is what we saw from Sandbox beforehand. And man, wouldn't it have been nice if Fate had his ult?
Yeah. To get on in there and scoop up a couple more. As we're going to see the whole breakdown of this. Looks like
how it started, yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of win at it, and with the help of Senna and the red buff, Beyond took a ton of damage. Nice flash, though. Then you see the TP flank from everybody's favorite ganker, Varus. Nicely done. And just because of the positioning, the other two couldn't get to him. Kuzan gets the ultimate down. And he may, might have been a 2-for-1 if...
In a long lane, she is pretty much waiting for someone to come and gank her. Piercing arrow lands onto Gorilla, as does the hook, as he does eventually hit the great health, but it is not enough. Guga tanks up the turret for a little while, but man,
really, really good at locking down targets.
Yep, oh, that interrupt was so sexy. Fate is going to press his R button again, get another kill.
This Fate and Summit are getting ahead.
Whoa, Rich gets Vanguard's Edge, and underneath the turret he goes. Summit very comfortably grabs, and you can see he's getting frustrated at the Varus. You best believe that's exactly where he's going to be aimed. Dragon's going to move back. On Fleek dives on in and grabs himself the Drake. Guga going down very low on the backside as well, as the fight is truly on. Emperor's Divide completely whiffs as Root wants to try and go over that wall, but he's not going to invest the flash. No kills, but the Drake does get claimed by Sandbox. Really does help you flip that switch when it comes to momentum. So we're going to talk to him. I'm going to cast to curse him a lot, as Beyond is going to be here. He's going to look to dash around this backline. Vanguard's Edge comes in. Could it be the 2v1 as he throws down the blade of the Ruin King, dodges the undertow, and now Beyond wants to get the heck out of here. They're calling in their friends. The flash over, not quite able to get onto that kill on the Jace, but still, I'd say it's worth it. Brought 4 people bottom lane, and Kuzan should be the trade. Flash forward, ulti, the orbs are following, as it's very, very dark. Are there
Sandbox
trinkets?
Yeah, they don't really know that this is happening. They're going to find out right now. Here they come.
Yep, On Fleek dives on forward, and in fact, the Infernal Drake is given up on. Gorilla going to go golden. Summit looking for the flank, should find it here. So Flawless Duet comes down. Vanguard's Edge, Guga flashes away. No one's going to die on the side of Sandbox either, but some very low health bars that Piercing Darkness will help alleviate.
Just going to go for it here. The sustain advantage does go to Sandbox, but they're able to pick up a plant here to heal some of them up, and they're looking for more picks.
Yep, Summits, if you at first don't succeed, you got to do it again. And he pressed Q this time. But yeah, there is a chance that Sandbox can get this in a late game scenario. Guga will find another. Oh, the Rude. What a disaster. So I believe Chains of Corruption going out, that he had to respect. As Summit looking to get onto Docdam. Doesn't have his Q though. Devour will come out from Gorilla. He might actually suffer the fate for this. And no, it's in fact the piercing arrow.
What? Where'd he go?
Going to kill the Aurelia. So crazy that the double lethality steal was enough. Stop On Fleek locking down that smite as they do get a snare onto Guga. second one as well as Fate looking to go forward, and in fact, he's able to taxi via Guga there as into the back line goes Sandbox. Summit. Oh, well, that was so close. To not be what they wanted, but OnFleek with a sick flash just goes over and murders Guga. Rich now gets exhausted. He's going to run away pretty tired from this one, and God, Brute doesn't get the player of the game if Sandbox win this. I'll eat my hat. The Infernal Drake is alive. This is soul point for Sandbox. Dynamics, you best believe they're gonna opt in for a fight before anything else. Rich going in onto Summit. Now Beyond gets in there. That's going to be the Infernal Soul picked up by Sandbox, but a two-man ultimate comes down, but it doesn't matter. Just straight up too much damage out of Sandbox here. Docdom is getting ran down by a big old bear. That would have been terrifying, to say the least, and the Catfish is gonna gobble up the Jace. This should be the game for Sandbox.
We still got 40 seconds on all the major members on the side of Team Dynamics. They do not have enough time. Sandbox is going to win off of the ace at the Infernal Soul play. You can see Beyond not looking too happy down there on the bottom side. Fate, he should be happy. Had an excellent game on his Syndra. Sandbox finally, on the first game that Yamato makes it back on stage, they win just their second game of the LCK.
Incredible work from Sandbox. I'm not going to give it all over to Yamato because it felt like the players were just
5 minutes. And then it was all Sandboxes.
Yep, then it fell off a cliff entirely. Got to the very edge of the continent, I guess. Braum is a legacy. Braum. Gorilla is a legacy.
Sure. On to Fate to do something here in the early...
So we'll have to see. Just walking up to Wretch and Gorilla. He's going to turn up. There's the Winter's Bite instantly. Flash. Well, there's going to be a stun here from Summit, but actually doesn't even use it, and he's just probably going to die. Yeah, he does. Eventually gets a fair bit of damage onto Rich, but I didn't even see the Ruthless Predator.
Yeah, there you go. Taking another look at the top lane after that first kill. Definitely things are looking up for Rich.
Ooh, are we going to get a stun? Nope. No, not this. Not what we want. We do pack up the rage, though, as there we go. Finally, the stun comes out on Fleek. Going to turn up here as Summit has to flash and he just gets culled. As Kuzan dives on towards Fate's going to get chained up. Max range, Spear is going to land and Beyond. Grabs another kill. Unleash power, not enough. On to Kuzan as Google once again. The same magical journey.
Google was there to save the day that time around. Team Dynamics setting up another potential play. They have the amount of damage to even get under that turret, as long as you can get them stunned. And this is what I was talking about. Here we go.
Yep, there's the Tempered Fate. It does miss the turret, but you're exactly right. It's always going to be enough. And another kill for Beyond.
They're going to attempt to give him the plates here. Big rotation up by both teams.
Yeah, Fate looking for it, but doesn't get the Scatter the Weak stun. There's the Tempered Fate. That'll deny all the plate gold. And that's real unfortunate. Gorilla also, no, not going to die just yet. Unbreakable, hell of an ability, but eventually the Electrocute proc's going to do it. Beyond's going to burn to death, though, so it's a 1-for-1. In the meantime, Summit is here. Okay, Kuzan actually coming back in as Docdom. Oh, no. He's both Ashe and Varus at the same time. There's no answer. Root not even going to throw an arrow to try and find this one as Summit. Yeah, you're dead.
The Renekton runs away as fast as he possibly can. And that is all he's going to be doing in this game. You're not building too many resistances, but 4 of them together. And then once you start getting them, you start building some resistance items.
There's a big old flash. Guga's well dead.
All right.
Okay, it's one way of doing it. Chains are going to miss there onto OnFleek. Spear going to land onto Fate. Beyond out of vision range. Rich should be dying here on the bottom side. Rune's going to pick up that first kill. The flash forward. Docdom easily eliminates the Ashe from this one. Gorilla goes gold and he doesn't want to watch this. This Fate, I don't know whether he's got enough to help out, but Summit will turn up. There's a good stun. But in this game, there is nothing that looks anything like a tank on the side of Dynamic.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping them really. Yeah. Except sheer damage, which is a bit scary. Nice dodge here from Root.
A fantastic Cosmic Binding, but the ulti and the Unbreakable is just such high value. As Rich dashing his way out. Fleek, now gonna find Kuzan. Kuzan can be very tricky against this composition as Hawkshot spots that they have started off the Drake as Arrow is going to land onto Guga. Not exactly the target they want. Now Summit looking for Kuzan. He dices his way into the pit.
Oh, the binding.
Bad news is, okay, it's just the fake one.
Yeah.
Sandbox move on over to this Dragon. Chain's going to land onto OnFleek, but it's not going to arm as Rich is towards the bottom side. We've got a magical journey to get them over here. Docdom actually just walks all the way through. This Mountain Drake should be taken. It is going to be secured by the Nidalee. But the Ashe does take down Rich already. Summit can't get himself over the wall. They're avoiding all of the CC for the moment, but that's not going to work. Unleash Power pretty good at dealing with the Aphelios, as that scat of the week was phenomenal. The Magical Journey's going to be taken. It eats up the stun on Beyond. He's mid lane alive as Summit's trying to fight against Rich, but he's going to lose, guys. That's just okay. You don't need to be... It's okay. 28 seconds. Knockdown. Oh, he's got the weapons that he wants. Summit's standing on top of a ward. We'll see whether this is going to be an opportunity. On fleek, not for him, as our second chain is going to land onto Summit. There's Hysteric's Gauge, fantastic Cosmic Binding, and that is the layering of CC that you want to see. Good flash out of Gorilla, but also good from Root, who is going to get stunned up. The Ashe is dead. Double kill comes through from Beyond.
And it's rough, too, because if Syndra and Ashe aren't able to find anything, which, again, we talked about Mikhail's first here for Guger. It was a fantastic item choice. This is interesting. Sandbox are going to try to rush down Mountain.
Yeah, ulti comes out, but Fate not going to be able to find the stun. Guger pops back, gets ignited. Rich is in the pit, so there is going to be a smite. Non-Fleek is going to lock down and deny the Mountain Soul. Baron is picked up. Kuzan over the wall. That's a flash from Fate. He needs to land some more than just a an auto attack. He isn't, but he's still going to keep himself alive as now Rich is at full health, chasing after a Syndra who is real dead. Nice interrupt on the culling. He's wandering casually towards his demise. On fleek now as well, also not having a great time. Getting punished for denying the Mountain Soul by the looks of things. He keeps these auto attacks up. It can actually get a little bit dicey, but it doesn't. Guga's going to be able to lock down that kill. So now knows that we're going to lose a Nexus turret if we try to contest this. It's an impossible decision to make here for Sandbox. Every part of it is just bad news. There's the Tempered Fate, lands onto 2. Dynamics, they still don't have any hard engage. Remember, there is no real way to go in on anything. They need to soften up the members of Sandbox before they do anything. They have done it very, very well throughout this game so far. Still, it's a different way to win, as that's another brilliant Cosmic Binding. Guga is hard carrying this team right now. As Rich going to avoid the ulti with his stopwatch. Now Summit full health, flashing on forward. Is going to take down Rich in this team fight to start it up. As Kuzan, he's going to go golden with his Zhonya's. Gorilla trying to fight, but yeah, without the Ashe, I just don't think Sandbox are going to have it in him. Guga even able to keep himself alive. That's going to be the double for Kuzan, a double for the Bard, and Dynamics will stroll towards the Nexus and take it down.
Yep, and we will be going into a game number 3 after that play. They thought they had it with Rich going down. He even had the stopwatch down to the final moments, and it just was not enough. As GG, that's going to do it. As down will go the Nexus, and we are going to a game 3 for your Ashe, your Syndra. Eventually, you have that hard engage to at least.
Helios lanes.
Yeah.
So Dynamics once again could be finesse, poke, what the
and the exhaust will help in a full-on engage, but up against like the pokey style of early Lucian, you can't do it. But here comes on fleek.
Yep, flash immediately from Kuzan.
Wow.
That's what happens when you put your E on cooldown, especially this early. As Ardent Blaze, even Ardent Blaze is doing damage. It's really frightening. Okay, there's the flash out. Beyond gets exhausted.
Ooh.
There's a flash.
Nearly got him.
So much damage, yeah, onto Fate. As Guga, he was even moving on in here. Sandbox still in the lead. As Summit, he's got ultimate available. Not going to put it down early. There's the Death Realm, as now Summit. He may have to use it. He's going to. Might actually have a bit of slicing miles from time by the end, but no, he's not. And First Blood is going to go over to Kuzan.
Yeah, and that actually made Mordekaiser look useful when it's 3-on-2 and nobody's rotating up from Sandbox to help, as Mordekaiser is also pretty low. They're trying to
package delivery to Guga. He's well and truly dead. Gorilla's going to be able to grab that kill, as now Beyond's going to have to get off Shelly. He's going to have to ult out of there, as well as Root goes so deep for this one. See whether he flashes, and he does so. That's desperation to try and get a kill, try and get that snowball working, and I respect it 100%. The rest of Dynamics get out. Shelly not going to be so lucky. And Sandbox, after throwing away a lead, pick it right back up again.
Up a kill.
Ooh, Dredgeline lands here from Gorilla. Depth charge, move him out of the way, and look at the layering of CC. It's beautiful. And now Summit seems to have found Kuzan. Hasn't even invested his... Oh, did invest his flash, in fact. And Fate moves on forward and helps grab that kill for Summit. Sandbox.
Rocks. Now for Summit, we got to fight here, actually.
Yeah, Rich just flashing on top of Summit. Summit desperately wanting to find some sort of stun, but can't get it.
Or for Kennen, we saw Cubate come out and he builds like I forget what it was, but it wasn't a proto belt. It was some really expensive item. Anyway, we've got to fight.
Yeah, that's a depth charge as, yep, Gorilla understands he needs to get the hell out of here. There were too many people. He wasn't expecting them. Rich is teleported in. Gorilla's going to dive. We'll see whether Sandbox are going to be able to get the rest of them out of there. And it looks like they are with a couple of flashes.
The onus is on them. As we always say, they've got to kind of find the advantage.
And the answer to Ocean Soul as well as Rich. Yeah, he's going to pop over. Beyond. Ooh, Dredgeline from Gorilla does close distance, but otherwise not too much more as Kuzan gets exhausted. He may just die. Does have to flash. As Tempered Fate comes in, not going to do too much as Kuzan between a rock and a hard place. Well and truly, Summit gets exhausted, but does break apart this fight really beautifully. Rich now putting him in the Death Realm, seeing whether he can take him down. He's going to, but it's always going to be a 1-for-1 in that instance. Beyond, Docdom, and Guga still alive. Sandbox only lose Summit. Bit of a push here as Shirley is going to ram her skull into the outer turret mid lane as Gorilla's going to say no for the moment. But still, she is going to go off. Okay, Root does have to flash to get himself out of the way. The Sky Strike from Beyond is not going to land on the Root. He's going to take that kill. As now, Moonlight Vigil has to get Arcane shifted out of, but Docdom does deny that ultimate from getting any value. Now just an option here as Root gets back with the rest of his team. Summit in decent flanking position as, oh my goodness, Rich completely chunked, and now it doesn't matter who he puts in the Death Realm because he's going to die instantly if he goes in there with them. As there's the Moonlight Vigil. A lot of extra damage here as Root does have Cogmore and Caitlyn, the exact combo that you want. Tempered Fate down onto that Ocean Soul Dragon. As the Olaf's going to get pulled back, and they do confirm the Ocean Soul. That bear was put down so quickly.
Okay, here they come.
Yeah, well, no Tempered Fate is going to be available. Guga repositions with his Magical Journey. Sandbox are going to reposition because they don't feel like fighting at this particular point in time. And Summit, he's going to say no. He's got Slicing Maelstrom. He's going to dive on in as, where did he go? Okay, no, he doesn't. That looked weird.
Watch this fight.
Yeah, Summit's just waiting. He's biding his time. Gorilla going to get chunked and explosions of damage as Summit finds the backline, but that was just the most comfortable you could ever be as a cannon. He waited for that precise moment. Now he's 1v1 in Kuzan. I don't know whether he's going to win this one, but the flash does come through. Kuzan giving respect over to the cannon this time. And Sandbox, I have a feeling they'll be able to march this one through and possibly even just win the game right here.
It's looking likely. They have the Baron, and with TP's coming in, they might just be able to do it. He's going to stop him for 3 seconds, but that is not going to be enough as they've got a massive wave coming in, and they're going to look to end this one.
Yep, Kuzan going to get ulted. Oh my god, that Frost Bomb exploded the Lucian. Nothing that he could do. The Nexus is going to last about as long, and after a 10,000 gold lead in the end, Sandbox do pick up their first match victory.
Cheer them up saying, you know, you guys played hard, you played well, good job.
Yep, got there in the end, and they were able to.